Hello everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Airport CEO, where we're building a train station. No, wait, what? No, wait a minute. We're building an airport. That's what you do in Airport CEO, right? Yeah, so in the last episode, we built a lot of stuff. We got these 4 stands. We also got, like, the framework for all the taxiway around here. We also got the upstairs area set up for this set of stands here. We got loads of conveyor belt stuff built. We got the lounge built up here. We got a lot of stuff built, which took forever, but it happened. In today's episode, I mean, the main aim is just to get like this set of stands built here, and it's not fully symmetrical because here we got this big gap here, whereas that's just tight up. But whatever, we didn't build the airport quite symmetrical. We'll cope. So, essentially, if we just get the large stands in. It's quite easy, to be honest, because what we just need to do is get these well, I would say it's quite easy. I've already messed up. We just need to get the stands in, but we've also got to allow space for the roads either side, which I didn't do first time. And then I ended up with a bigger space on one side, right? And we don't even have enough money for all of this, gosh. We keep spending way too much money. We're making loads of money, let's just put it in fast forward mode. Let's start building this. But yeah, that should leave us with a 15 by 64 to build in the middle. Which it does, but we can't afford it. Well, if we just... I know the space zone. If I just got that to go... Oh, we can't even afford that. Could just make sure the road gets connected up, so that will be a 19. That will be a 19, and then we go down. That enables us to access underground stuff with roads. So, for now, what we'll probably do is this road here connects nicely up to there. That's probably why it exists about there. We then have a road that leaves a 1 spacing where the tunnel starts like that, which then goes all the way up to the top here, where this then goes across. And that then also connects up to a road, just doing this mostly symmetrical, because why not? So it connects up to a road doing the same thing here. Which then that connects over. We're building a lot of road. We don't need to, but oh well. Right, and then if we got that road here, we might as well continue that across. This one should be able to, yeah, connect up to there. What it would do, if that didn't totally mess up the placement. Let's start getting right. Do that, there we go. And then that one will have to duck down a bit to get across, and then we'll have to do the baggage systems as well. Let's just get service road tunnel down, so it's like there. Looks about right, and then comes back up here, I think. And then just comes down to there, and then connected up down here. There we go. Good. So that's that done. We'll need to get, when we do the terminal, we'll need to get it to connect down from here. So, essentially, if we start with a 12 left before, yeah, I think you get it. I think it's that one there, or is it? No, it's that one there. So we start the underground passageway there, and then we bring it down to kind of where that building it ends, don't we? But yeah, I haven't got the building, so I don't know where it ends other than Well, I guess if that's a 93 to the road and an 86 to there, then we bring it as far as here and take 7 off, so it'd probably be a... That's a 64, it should be a 57. And that's just built 58. Yeah, thanks. So... we'll then need all the stuff to get people up and down to here. So just make sure it's all secure zone. Down here. We'll build our wall down the middle, which makes one side slightly wider than the other, but whatever. So then we'll need escalators to go like... So we need lifts to go up literally with this much spacing, I think. It's interesting how it's not just right at the end, but whatever. Which really those need to, once they get built, actually skip this floor and go up to the next one. But let's give our contractors a chance to build everything. And then yeah, they literally go down. Like they literally go down into the end here. Quite literally, yeah. So if we were to build here, the little kind of wall that separates off the escalator area. If we were to go page up, I think we need it to be a 3 spacing here, yeah. And the door, so that's the 3 spacing that's in between where leaps. One step up, one step onto the other. The door is at here, and that's just staff zone as well, that door. So we don't actually really want people to use this as passengers, but we allow staff to transition through if necessary, right? And then we get the lifts for this side. So that's a bit of space. The first lift, it's in a full tile. It's towards the end of the escalator there. So like here, I think? And to be fair, I'm pretty sure our baggage security area is symmetrical. And that could work, yeah, so that leaves, yeah, that looks about right. Right, next the staff security area, which at the moment we don't have a member of staff there, but whatever. And then we do have a bit of a box here. Oh, it's like almost 3 tiles across. So if we were to, we think, like here we put the escalators up. Yeah, and then we put a door in kind of here for staff to walk through. There we go. And then we just wall this off. I mean, there's a temptation to just literally build walls all the way across it, even though it's kind of a bit weird. But we don't actually want them doing anything here. And then pick up here, so we just double wide wall there. And then that does that, so once everything gets built, that'll do. So we extend those up to that floor, and then we remove the entrance. then brings about here. There we go. And we'll want to wall off these escalators here as well. For neatness, nice. So that is a lot of the infrastructure before we actually set up the main terminal area. In progress of being built. But it'll take its time, but we will have to use, I think these will have 2 baggage bays here. And then where do these actually connect up to? They connect to there. That one is actually connected to there. This one. That one goes up to that one, meanwhile that one goes to that one, which then I don't think we ever got that connected, but I think if I just run a conveyor belt, so that runs around the road. Yeah, so that runs around, and then that runs down to there. That gets that connected, which then we essentially brought that up around. We would have to get it to merge in like there maybe, and that would run down that way. So we would want a down escalator, oh no, an up escalator, not down escalator, and then get what we want. There we go. We would then want 2 of these to run that way, which, I mean, the baggage bay we literally built into the terminal, kind of the underground bit there. So that is a 6x14 that come. It's like difficult because yeah, there's an 8 spacing on that side, and then the 6. That's the 8. Yeah, it's the 8 spacing to the end of that. I also realised we got the end of this, but is there really much purpose in actually having this side of it? I'm gonna delete there. We're not using it anyway. I don't see the point in having it. It's costing us money to have that. So yeah, from the new end of the terminal. So the new end of the terminal has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spacing. So that's a, no, I think it's there that would kind of, yeah, 6 by 14, which is where we have the baggage bays. We remove all the walls there. We then make it a secure zone and staff zone with the door sort of off-centered towards what would be the left side here. I don't actually need to make everything perfectly symmetrical, but I am going to. Put a door there. And then baggage bays, they go with the conveyor belt ends towards the main terminal, just like that. And there you go, one's at the bottom, then there's a 3 gap, and one's like almost, I think. Yeah, so it's like this. And then this one's like this level. And then we get rows like this, How do they do it here? They come off by 2 and then go down. I think what that means is like this. They come out and then another 2 space. Did I get that right? No, I did not. And then this side they just go out, but then there's also the road down, like that. There we go. Should be enough. Then we do that, and then I think it's like this. Yeah, there's another road that goes across, because we then put the restrictions on this one. Essentially, you can't come into the baggage bay area. You can't do it now until it's built, but you can't come into the baggage bay area unless you're a baggage vehicle. Did we? Yeah, we did do all of that stuff, right. So you can start working on how the conveyor belts are getting connected. So... frankly, because we can cut off that door there with one. You could do it like that, or this one. I'm going to bring it to literally here, and then we can go down. We'll have one back up like here. That literally just goes like that. There we go, so that's that one. This one can cut off the door, but they can actually walk around all the conveyor belts, so we'll do that. And then this one, actually bring it down at the same point, but given the outgoing baggage is going to have to go down as well. That one's going to have to come up there. What I'm going to do is go around this one and then come back to this one. There we go. And then we want the connection to lead to there. Although arguably that's going to send it around all the way to get back down to there, but whatever. Could do that. But we could do like a bit of a weird setup. So we get it goes up like that. So we just do that to go like so that's not really like that. That's going to go down like that, and then we can get tilt trays. So it kind of depends on what baggage we have to go into, how it navigates this. Because if it's going to the nearby one, it can just go into there. Whereas if it's going further, it goes round to this bit here, where it then connects up to the main system. It's more complicated than it needs to be, but hey, I like making things more complicated than they need to be. Because otherwise, if we didn't have that, they would go up and then back down to here. However, I think one of them is going to go into this one, which means it will come around here, which is fine. There we go. So that's baggage conveyors connected. I don't know why I didn't just do this one a bit more straight. You know what, why not? They'll cope with walking. They can literally walk across conveyors. There's no issue with that. They just do it. I know it looks a bit weird, but I'm just gonna ignore it. So each of these then has a medium, which will start just after the baggage bay doorway. What's the positioning of it? I'm trying to get everything Perfect. It's like 3 spacing above the bottom. So if we just go like there, it goes back towards the terminal, main terminal, and then this one is like above it. It's like 4 to the wall, 4 to the intermediate wall. Like that, and then we do a large like that and like that, I think. Yeah, with 1 space, and then we put a little staff doorway in the middle. A little doorway. Insufficient. Whoa, we spent all the money. Okay. Yeah, we should still be making plenty of money, we just need to. So are we? I guess like we have been spending more on construction then. So we are profitable, but and again at the moment we're not. I think all the fees are quite generous. I could jack them back up again, or I could just be patient. This is like quite a huge airport infrastructure project to set up all of this. Just like wait for stuff to get built and wait for some more money to come in. But no, I'm not doing that, but whatever. Yeah. Gosh, we're like, yeah, we're in the negatives. I just realised I didn't connect this bit of road up. And we're struggling with stuff. I thought we would be doing fine with the fees back to green, but clearly not, so just ramp them back up for what we're actually charging them for. We're charging them for that. Charging them for baggage handling. Yeah, charging them for using the bathroom, why not? We're also charging them for parking, I guess. There we go. Let's ramp those back up. There we go, we're now making a lot of money. Only I won't make myself the most popular there. Because they're gonna... By the way, I did actually train every member of staff between episodes, or all the ones who hadn't been trained yet, so security staff skills should be up. But yeah, current is going down because of these. It's the fees that are bringing the scores down, which we know about that. Must mean we've got 1, 2 baggage security areas we're not using. Yeah, we're going to be using more bits of our baggage system here and our baggage roundabouts when we use these. But yeah. Yeah. I like all our baggage roundabouts. Do you find it weird that they... I know, I think it's the ones that come up from here that are going right. I was thinking of some of them going round in a loop. I don't think they are. Nah, okay, we're fine then. Right, we're doing that thing once again where we're waiting for everything to get built, aren't we? We've got all of these built. Everything up here is built. We could, I guess... Baggage base, actually, no, the baggage bay. Cannot connect with baggage bay that has connections to baggage claims in different... What? I mean, they haven't been built yet. But that's a weird message to give me rather than cannot connect to a baggage bay that hasn't been built yet. Yeah. And arguably we could cut the terminal off there, but then we'd lose that wall, so... I think we can do that. It's just, yeah, we'll leave it. Unless we move those escalators, which we could do. No, I'll just keep it like that, doesn't matter. Wait for our contractors to build everything. They've put most of the stuff down here. Started with the conveyor belts. Yeah, got quite a bit of that to do. But quite a lot of the road other than kind of the intervening bits to get to the baggage bays. Yeah, which we will. We got this like cut across road here in case they want to use it for anything else. I guess we did get loads of vehicle depots in here as well. Vehicle depot. I doubt that. No, that one's full. You know what? Genuinely, some of them are actually quite full. I was thinking I doubt how any of them are full, but you know what? So we start with one before that ramp up, and we end like with a full one after all the baggage bay roads have merged. Where was it that it ended? That's one more, yeah. I see loads of vehicles. We can get our fuel depots in, which this will be expensive, mainly because they'll then come and fuel up all of them. So we space it off from the road, like that level, yeah. And there are 4 gaps from the roads, so there we go, like that. Yeah, because all of these fuel stations are going to have to get a delivery, which is going to be crazy expensive the first time we do it, but then like we'll have loads of fuel storage at that point, so no worries. How do we do this bit? Now we get 2 at the top and have a gap between them. Yeah, I guess we could do both of these at once, so. Right, loads of fuel. Right, so this, we just say allow none except for baggage truck. 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 We do the same thing. Just do it here. It doesn't exactly matter where we do it, as long as the road's covered. Just so they don't drive through here. There's a nice road down there if they do want to drive across. Right. So if we go up to these, this one will go to that one for now, and this one for now will be connected to. We've still got 2 more baggage security areas, so technically we could have 2 more baggage claims, whatever. Right, and then guess we can open those, even though they're not doing anything right now. I'm gonna get. So let's just make sure I can actually select everything. Yeah, pause and all of these. All of those are going to go to this one. And can switch on, even though they're not going to be doing anything just yet, right? Then we're going to use these ones to go to the other one. I've just selected the plant, haven't I? That might mess things up. So we can see if any have been missed out. Yes, I think they're all good, but then when we switch them on again, I guess. So those can get switched on. So that one's got connections to those, that one's got connections to those. We haven't got any, I guess we have got stand connections, because these 2 will go to that one. These 2 will go to that one, and then because we get stands on the other side, those will also connect up. So those, we're kind of getting to the point where we've got most of the infrastructure in for those stands. In fact, going to turn these on. How many baggage do we just want the max number? Yeah, if we got the max number on these, let's get the max number on these. If we need more ramp agents, I'll hire more ramp agents. Because that leads to 8 per side, which is 16 per baggage bay, which times 6 is 90. Do we have 96 rampage? We barely. And bear in mind they've got to go round the planes as well, doing a service round, so let's get more. I'll train them up in a bit. God, auto-save or whatever, yeah. That's going to be a lot of stuff on rampage and some baggage bays. Let's go on to more play speed. I don't know how fast the game can actually run at this point with all the stuff that's going on. But whatever. So, have they not got a bit of service road there? I think they might have missed it out somehow. So they've just got to build a bit more baggage conveyors. A little bit more road. Vehicle depots, walk-laters, or travelators. Technically I think travelator is a trademark. So, in the game they're called walk-laters. Right. We can get this. That's a 17 wide. We want a 15 wide, don't we? Yeah. We do actually want to do 2 floors of this as well, but for now we'll get them building what they can for now. Just going to cut off that wall there. Just keep the contractors busy, even though they are already a bit busy, but they should finish everything they're working on soon. So, do that we can while we're waiting. Get the taxiway connections, taxiway path connections in. Yeah, I've not got that much more money yet. I've got queues getting in and out of the airport. This always happens. In this game, there is no traffic logic. I mean, like, there's only queues here from here. If they just, like, came in some of the others, they'd be queuing for less long. Right, how much more? It's 1,000 per tile. We need another 15 by 17, which is going to be 285, do we reckon? 285,000? Yeah, we do not have 285,000 right now. Because terminals are expensive in this game. Yeah. Most stuff has been... Yeah, I think the majority of stuff has been built. But then we've distracted the contractors with this. Bit of terminal area. We've still got to get to the second floor, then get all the stuff in to actually have passengers able to use these, like boarding gates and whatever, and then build the other 4 stands. I don't know how realistic that is in this episode, without me just cutting to 5 hours time, which is not exactly ideal. So, I don't know, we've got a lot of good infrastructure in there. Yeah, no, 255,000. Where's I get 285 from? Anyway, I've just lost the money again. We should get it back very soon. There we go. There we go. What we can do as well, I think, actually, what I might do. If we go to plan... Hang on. This one, toggle planning mode. And I'm now going to get everything in planning mode. And then we'll slowly... That's what we should actually be doing, rather than waiting around for money. Is toggle planning mode. And get onto building kind of all the stuff in planning mode. And then... Okay, so at the end of this... I'm just going to be building loads of wall in planning mode. So... we go, I think, as far as here with the wall. On this side, no. Look at that. So yeah, it goes to that wide, and then we go an extra 1 for the escalators on this side. Just going to cut out the secure zone again, and then we're going to get rid of that again. So, okay, so yeah, we're going to need to do secure zone up here. Which, doing that much secure zone seems to freak the game out. There we go. We're going to do, in planned mode, we're going to do the other floor. We're also going to make this secure zone. Occurs to me we haven't actually done any international flights in this series. Maybe we could do some of that. I don't know. We have got enough space down in our kind of walkway areas to do underground to do it. So if we got all that secure now, we go up, double escalator here, and double escalator right by the wall, because we actually bend the wall round, don't we? We get a piece of wall that from the edge is 140 cost, once we've already got to that, but yeah, and then goes up, so from there I think it actually was. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then we need the lift. So, opposite each other, and yeah, basically where the wall's about to bend in on the kind of like on the big tile spacing, like that. Although these ones on this side go up to all the way up. So, contractors haven't even finished building what they've built doing, so I'm not too hesitant to just keep going in planned mode for everything we are going to get built. And then these just do a bit of a corner to the point where they're essentially going up the side of where the lifts are at the back, I think, like that. So essentially, yeah, there's a bit of a door space here, and then oh yeah, we've got the stand. That's why those are there, because it got the stand. So yeah, that kind of bends round. Do this, this down to here, and then this one I think we just pull it off a bit. There we go. But yeah, this one, and I think we get the door in there. Staff zone, and then that's it. So then those go up to the second floor, where we've then got other boarding areas. Which we got build planned objects mode. Let's just get all of that under construction, all of this, so that we can actually get up to here and work out what we've got to do up here. Just kind of like, if we just go back into planning mode and then copy and paste this entire section, this may or may not all work, because a lot of stuff is a bit different, but and also this may or may not work because the game seems to be a bit freezy. Okay. This is everything we've built up here, so. If we just place all of that, the game's going a bit slow. Also, a lot of the large boarding gates just decide they want to place a bit wrong. Oh no, what's happened here? Why? Oh, I know why this is a bit wrong. Just because it doesn't quite fit in, but yeah. So that should work. If we were just to do bathroom zoning on all of these, we just bring over bathrooms, right? It's still all unplanned objects mode. This all place in now. Same with these, hopefully. So that is male, that is female, that is female, that is male, right. Those large boarding gates placed correctly there, but not on this side, so they should all be lined up to there, which I think they are, so that's good. So if we just go, it's sometimes hard to see everything in this mode, but yeah, that there, because everything's kind of got this weird orange shading, which is how they signify it's planned, but still. Nice, right, yes, we will have to get the walls in for this. And then that's where the elevators should be, right, yeah. No, not there, hang on, not there. There we go. Should extend those up, and then we're basically, if we copy and paste this stuff, will go a bit wrong, but because of different positioning, but actually no, we shouldn't be doing it like that. Oh, it's taking forever now anyway. If we just copy and paste from just before that set of lifts, there we are. That should do the job. I think I did place that all in. The game is just taking a moment. You can literally hear the music has just stopped. This game is like, yeah, this game is not running the greatest after they've done this big of an airport, but that's nice how it's all placed in now anyway. Right. Just want to get this in. Which is, which the door is there. I don't know why we got an extra bit of wall there. And same for this one. The door is there, and we'll get rid of that extra bit of wall. There we go, that's everything in pretty much. I think. Yeah, that's basically everything in for these. If we just can upgrade these with jetway. Right, if we just toggle planned objects build mode, this is gonna Take some time there. That's everything that's in that area there is under construction. Now everything in this area here is under construction. Doesn't. Oh no, we're in debt. Wonderful. It's just going to take some time as well. Quite frankly, I might just, at this point, now we've essentially built everything, got everything down, I'm probably just going to cut to the point where everything is built. Right, so we now have everything built, and it seems to be going wonderfully. We have planes at these stands. I think we're about to have our first plane at one of these stands as well, which is kind of exciting. Yeah, everything's built, everything's working. It's, I think, a big success. So I don't think there is that much long left in this series, but we might experiment with international stands. We might experiment with like some general aviation, but there probably isn't that much stuff. I mean, we still have like more capacity for another couple of baggage bays. Maybe we could have like a concourse here and here for like medium. But I'm not sure how they connect up to these. To be fair, how we would get the, or would we bring the connections in? How would we get those connected? I don't know. We will see how much there is left to do in this series, but honestly, we are making a lot of money. I did actually technically get a loan to build some of the last of this, but we are making so much money. I am tempted to put the fees back down again. And then, if necessary, just let the game run a bit before the next episode, but I don't think we'll be spending as much as we did in this one. I'm bringing all the fees back down to the default, which is kind of like the highest green value. There we go. That will do us for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.